Morning, guys. So just pulled the 9460 in Salford out of the barn because have to pull the Fendt and the corn planter out. Except today it's not going to be a corn planter, it's going to be a sunflower planter. So never planted sunflowers before. This will definitely be a first. See how it goes. So before I go put a bunch of sunflower seeds in here, I'm going to make sure that the planter is indeed empty of all the corn seed. Opening that little door right here. I got an opening there. You can see the bottom of the seed meter. Make sure these are absolutely empty because we don't want any corn seed in with our first ever crop of sunflowers. That just looked bad. So even though I already cleaned this out like twice, I still got some of these that have a little bit of seed left in them. Because every time you fold this planter up, when the wing wheels go up, it turns the main blower fan on. So if there's any seed left anywhere in the planter, it's still gonna blow it to the row unit. I think I got them pretty well cleaned out now, because most of these units didn't have anything in them, which is good. So they should be mostly empty now. Now we're going to back the truck up to the planter, pump the rest of the fertilizer that's on the tender onto the planter, so we can run a little bit of fertilizer with our sunflowers. Wait for the truck to air up. In the meantime, go grab my coffee and a snack, and then pump the fertilizer, head to the field once we get our sunflower seed that's still not here yet. This is a DH special right here. Little valve handle turner deal. DH as in Dennis Hasnick, not Drew. I can engineer some stuff, but Dad is the master engineer. So what we're doing now is pumping the fertilizer out of this tank. It's going through that valve, running down here underneath our bird nests, coming through here, through that filter, into the pump, up, out this hose, into the planter, into this back tank here. sunflowers. All right, my sunflower seeds still haven't shown up yet. Not sure what's taking so long, but while I'm waiting, we're going to put some soybean seeds in this Hagie, which it is not a normal Hagie. This is the one we use for our air seeding, blowing fertilizer and cover crops into tall corn, whatnot. The reason we're putting soybeans in it right now is because we've got some beans that didn't really come up too good. So we're just gonna broadcast them out onto the field and then run a Salford over top of them. So yeah, this machine here is a Hagie that we converted into a dry system. It has a Montag box on it, and I don't know if you'll be able to see it too well. Montag metering system, bunch of augers under here, dispense the seed into these tubes. There's a fan in the back that blows the seed through the tubes out here to the boom. And then we've got these little custom made diffusers to right there, got those guys to disperse the seed out pretty evenly. Works fairly well. In tall corn, we put longer drops on those instead of having the diffusers, but for beans, cover crops, stuff like that, we put these short diffusers on it to get a more even broadcast over the field. Along with our liquid sprayer, has 120-foot booms, so we can cover a lot of ground. On the front of it here, we've got a right guard steering system. What these do is they fuel the corn row on either side, and depending on how far this tips back towards the sensor, it tells it how far away it is from the corn row. So it tries to keep a equidistant on either side of these with the corn rows, keep the tire right in the middle. This is a custom made bracket for these sensors. You will only find this bracket on this machine and also one other machine that we made a set for. We aren't really interested in building more of these. We built 2 of them at the same time. It's kind of a pain in the butt. And I've got 8 of these bags of soybeans to go up these steps and into that open hopper up there. And Layla is gonna sit here and watch me do it while she rests, because she's been resting all day and she's pretty tired. What's going on, little guy? Appreciate it if you didn't crawl on me. Thank you. We could use a rain shower. Well, there, it is now 11 o'clock and we're finally ready to go plant some sunflowers. I would be lying if I told you I wasn't excited. This will be pretty cool. I'm excited for when they come up. Yeah, here we go. Ruh-roh. Looks like our sunflower planting might get cut a little bit short. Got a few drops on the window right now. She's coming though, that's for sure. All right, guys, so good news is it rained just a little bit, not enough to really wet the soil all that much. So I am gonna hop back in the tractor, plant the last 20 acres of sunflowers we got. Still pretty black over there, but I'm not worried about that. That's already gone by. What we have is clear blue skies again. So just a little pop-up shower, nothing too major. It looked pretty bad on the radar. Funny thing is we've got a small lake kind of straight west of town. Seems like whenever a storm comes rolling through from that direction, that lake just dissipates the rain. We don't get anything, and that's the way it'll be all summer usually. So I don't know if there's anything to that theory, but that's what happens. Sunflowers going in the ground. Never mind the dirty window. So what happened is the right side of the planter started running out of seed quicker than the left. So what I'm doing now, coming over here to this side, it's still got some sunflowers in the hoppers. I'm just putting them in my hat, taking them over to the other side of the planter, fill those mini hoppers up a little bit, because I don't have much farther to go till I'm on the other end. And I think if I do this, I can get to the other end of the field, not leave a big gap from here to the end. So